Two men have just been arrested after four life-saving ambulances belonging to a Jewish charity were deliberately torched in the middle of the night in North London. This wasn't some random vandalism, it was a calculated arson attack on Hatzola Northwest, the volunteer emergency service that rushes to save lives for both Jewish and non-Jewish people across Golders Green. Explosions lit up the sky at 1:45 a.m. on Monday. For ambulances destroyed. Gas canisters exploding. Homes evacuated. Today, March 25, 2026, the Metropolitan Police have arrested two British men aged 45 and 47 on suspicion of arson with intent to endanger life. This is being treated as a serious anti-Semitic hate crime, and counter-terrorism detectives are leading the investigation. If you thought attacks on Jewish communities in Britain couldn't get any more brazen, think again. Stick around because this story is developing fast. Early Monday morning, March 23, in Highfield Road, Golders Green, right next to the Matchsike Hadath Synagogue, three hooded figures were caught on chilling CCTV. They walked up to the parked Hatzola ambulances, poured accelerant, and set them ablaze. Within minutes, four vehicles were engulfed in flames. Explosions rocked the neighbourhood as oxygen and medical gas canisters blew up. No one was physically injured, thank God, but the message was crystal clear. This was a deliberate strike on a Jewish charity that's been saving lives since 1979. Hatzola Northwest provides free, rapid response emergency medical care 24/7. They don't ask for religion, background, or insurance, they just help. And someone tried to burn their entire fleet to the ground. Just hours ago, the Met Police announced a major breakthrough. Two men, one 47 years old arrested in northwest London, the other 45 arrested in central London, are now in custody. Both are British nationals. They were detained this morning on suspicion of arson with intent to endanger life, which carries a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. Counter-terrorism policing London is leading the case. A third suspect is still being hunted. Commander Helen Flanagan called the arrests an important breakthrough, but the investigation is very much ongoing, including possible links to Iran-backed groups that have been targeting Jewish sites across the UK and Europe. Prime Minister Keir Starmer called it a horrific anti-Semitic attack and said communities must stand together. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood described it as a wicked crime and warned the perpetrators they will face justice. The government has already promised to loan replacement ambulances from the London Ambulance Service and cover the full cost of new vehicles for Hatzola. Local Jewish leaders say the attack has left the community feeling vulnerable and frightened, especially after record levels of anti-Semitic incidents since October 2023. This isn't an isolated event. Britain has seen a terrifying surge in anti-Semitic hate crimes, attacks on synagogues, schools, shops, and now life-saving ambulances. Hatzola isn't a political organisation. It's a charity that helps everyone in North London during heart attacks, strokes, and accidents. Torching their ambulances isn't just vandalism, it's an attempt to terrorise an entire community by attacking the very people who rush to save lives. Many are now asking the uncomfortable question, why is anti-Semitism spiralling in the UK while authorities keep telling us community tensions are the real issue? The fact that counter-terrorism police are involved tells you everything. This wasn't kids with matches. This was targeted, planned, and designed to intimidate. Hatzola has vowed to carry on despite losing 4 of its 6 ambulances. Volunteers are already working around the clock with temporary vehicles. But the Jewish community in Golders Green and across Britain is on edge. Extra police patrols are in place, and security around Jewish sites has been stepped up again. The 2 arrested men are still being questioned. Charges could be filed in the coming days. This case is a test for UK authorities. Will they treat this anti-Semitic arson with the full force of the law, or will it be downplayed like so many incidents before? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Britain doing enough to protect Jewish communities from this wave of hate? Should there be zero tolerance for attacks like this?